Hello there, fellow modders. In this video number 6, I believe, we will be trying to add the rest of the skills, the main skills. I believe that we still need to add the one that is strategic, the one that will basically kill one of our units and then buff the rest of the units. And yeah, let me show you real quick. It's here. No, here. It's the meet on the menu, actually. The meet on the menu skill. And we will also just real quick touch upon a bit of modularity, since I actually found the little modularity piece that I was looking for. Although the end result didn't wasn't too surprising, wasn't exactly as I expected, but we could look into that too. And what else? Maybe if we have time, we can start working on the hero skill. That should be pretty easy. And then if we have still have time, we will look into the province improvement. And then in the end, in another video probably, we will have a general look at everything, all the definitions that are correct, that do what the spells are actually doing, because as these things usually happen that we change some effects because it doesn't work as expected, or it's too weak, or whatever. So in the end, we have to do a general pass of how things have changed and set everything correctly. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I already have opened here the Tome of Hunger, and I'm also right at the minor transformation because I want to touch upon this just real quick. And as we said, in this property group, the one that is used by the unit requisite and the one that actually takes the racial transformation in this property group is where we actually link up the modularity provider, okay? And what modularity provider I'm using? I'm using just the Age of Wonder unit property modularity provider, okay? This is set to false, false primary, okay? And then here in the modularity provider, I'm using a minor transformation Tome Insatiable Hunger. What is this type? This type is a modularity provider. What are modularity providers? They are like general, let's say, banners that everyone subscribes to, and you can, and many modularity pieces subscribe to a provider, and then once you give a provider to a unit, in this case, the unit will try to use everything that is subscribed to that provider as best as it can. And therefore, in this case, this provider is using, sorry, this in this case, we're using a modularity modifier set that I simply grabbed from the share modularity, because the little halfling that was that had the blood stains on her was using actually this tattoo. It's a tattoo, and I simply grabbed it, copy pasted. There's also some other that have the blood like tag here. They speak of blood things, blood eyes, blood rain. Maybe you can add those too if you want to give a stronger effect. I simply went with this, so I copy pasted here, and then I here at the top I reference this provider. Therefore, it's subscribing to it, and this provider now has information about this modifier set. We could have 1,000 different modifier sets, all pointing to the same provider, and then as long as we give this provider to the unit, in this case, be a property group, uh, and as a racial transformation, as long as that connection is done, then the units will try to look or to apply those effects onto them. Okay, so you can do that if you want. It's not necessary. copy the modularity modifier set from share modularity, a link reference the insatiable hunger, and then finally reference it here so that we can add it here. All right. Once that's done, let's go to the actual strategic effect, the meets on the menu, I believe. Meet on the menu, yeah. And let's create a new page for that. Tome of Hunger. Strategic spells. Okay, there will only be one, but let's go with that. I believe is skill number 4. Skill 4. Okay. And what are we going to use as template? Let's have a look at let me actually from recent files I have. Yeah, I found that cryomancy has a little bit one that is actually useful for us, and let me show you here. Tome of Cryomancy has this blizzard spell that deals some damage. We can reuse that for our purposes, and also adds a status, some status changes. In this case, it's a debuff, but can be changed for a buff real quick and real easy. And yeah, so that's basically what we need. We're going to do a spell that it's a bit more complicated than that, but you will see how it's not too difficult. So in the Tome of Cryomancy, before I copy that, let me copy something here that I had stored in the clipboard, because as I was trying to recreate just in my mind how we could achieve this, an effect that is on one side, targets one of our tier units, okay, tier 1 unit, and kills it, and then applies on the other side, applies a buff to all the remaining units. So I came up with this. I simply this strategic unit targeter, random from stack. We are going to use this because it will enable us with must-have requisites to filter for tier 1 units and basically pick one random that we really don't care which one. So that's going to be useful. To kill that unit, once we have targeted, we will add an effect. We could use the instant death that I have found. I guess it would be nice, but we could simply repurpose the damage one from the blizzards and add a really high value, and I guess that will suffice too. And then we will obviously use a strategic unit targeter single. Since this actually applies to all the units in the stack, it's a little bit this name can confuse people because it says single, therefore you may think it's only for a single unit, but no, it applies to all units in the stack, and we can actually see that in the blizzard. Let me put this here down below in a sec and show you. Okay, this will be in spells. They didn't separate or split those one. And what is a strategic spell, or how is it assigned everything for a strategic spell? So we have a Nature Wonder Special Operation instant, okay. Then we have the targeters, okay. That's it basically. In fact, yeah, we have the Special Operation instant, and then we have the targeters. In this case, it's using this single targeter, and the single targeter is applying both damage and a temporary property. And then the temporary property has all of this down below, which refers to first status description, and then the status description actually holds a unit property group that holds the status resistance itself. So everything here is just for the temporary property, that -2 status resistance. And we're going to just, I guess, copy up to, well, let's copy everything and then let's delete what we don't really need. And as we always do, we are going to find and replace. In this case, we are going to find Blizzard. And we are going to replace it with meet on the menu. Let's go with that. And then let's look at this stuff. In this case, they are using as an effect the Blizzard effect. Let's change this to Chaos and let's see if there's a strategic spell effect that could make sense for our spells. Let's input SS to filter for them. And I don't know. Let's say, fight for power. That sounds kind of like it. Then in this case, we would need to assign one and then look into it, or we could go here and look for it and how to see how it actually looks. So we don't really need to go into the game. Okay. Are different. Of course, not the Age of Chaos. That may be too much. Inside Revolution, it's not too bad. Oh, Rebels of Carnage. It's really thematic for this case. There are lots of things flying around and even some yeah musical notes. So yeah, that sounds actually the best one. So let's choose that instead. Rebels of Carnage. There we go. And as we always do, we are going to change all these skill names. I believe it's the number 4. Meet on the menu. Okay, it's a strategic here. We actually don't want this. It's not a strategic enemy army spell. It would be strategic ally army spell, I guess. Let me. Yeah, I believe we'll have to input that manually. Research skills. There we go. Tax strategic ally army spell. If not, we can always come back and change it if it's not the case. Or I guess I could open the how's it called, notepad? No, not that, notepad. And here, maybe it's on here. Strategic. By the way, I'm using the hyperlink dump I shared on the modding questions section of the Discord, and yeah, I just simply input a code in game and it did all the rest for me. So it's nothing too crazy, but improvement. Yeah, looking for statistics doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's go for strategic ally. Yeah, not really finding enemy. Yeah, maybe not here. It doesn't matter. We will come back to it. Or you know what? Let's go into an actual ally spell. Let's go into an actual ally spell. There we go. And let's quickly grab the Tome of Faith. Yeah, let's quickly grab the Tome of Faith. Faith, faith, faith. Faith, faith, faith. Yeah. And let's quickly go back to the spells. And then let's look at this. Okay, strategic spell friendly unit. Really different. Uh, how are we going to do this? You know what? Let's copy this targeter. And let's replace this. We haven't really done much here. And rename this to meet on the menu strategic spell. Let's save that. Then let's actually go back and change this for Carnage. Okay. Let's reset the name again. Okay. And then we already have this, so that's done. So for skill, Hunger. Hunger. Tome of Hunger, Tome icon. Sure. Wait. Hunger skills. Sorry. I'm already lost. Okay, here, this one. And then this targeter we are not going to use. Let's remove it for now, and then we'll change it later. We are going to use skill for mod property. Skill for mod property. It's a friendly unit spell. Order affinity, no. Instead, chaos affinity, yes. Tier 3, I don't know. What was the idea in the end? Let's look. Let's go back and look. Tier 3. Okay, so let's leave it like that. And what else? Yeah, I guess that's okay. Then the single unit targeter. Here, what we're going to do is add the effects, the bonus effects, the hunger plus strengthened, all of that. Let's remove this. And maybe actually, maybe there's no, there isn't that much here. So we're going to have to create one. Let's apply. Yeah, maybe we should also add this, that store tag. So let's do that before we forget. Let's say meet on the menu and copy that. Yeah, that's fine. Meet on the menu. Temporary property we are going to use as well. So meet on the menu. Status effect description. I wonder. Well, let's change everything and then remove if we don't need. Hello. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And then, yeah, this damage we will grab and put a little bit lower. Not there, but here. Okay. And then we will insert a row. Well, let's say first we will insert a row here. Oh, everything broke. Even though we saved it, that's fine. Yeah, let everything be broken if it wants to be broken. So the single targeter should use this status effect description. Can we actually use something bigger? I don't think so. Okay, so let's go with that for now. Menu. Let's go with that for now. And here on the status description, we are going to use this property group. Hey, what are you doing? Menu, there we go. Okay, and here we will try to add everything up. I hope this status effect is not visible or anything. So here it says that it will last for 1 turn. We don't want that. We want the effect to last quite a long because sacrificing a unit it's quite an expensive endeavor. So yeah, let's change that to instead strategic turns. Yeah, number of turns 3. The other thing should probably stay the same. Yeah, we're going. It's done. This is done. Now that this we don't really care about this, I guess, because we're not going to display this. We want to display the other little effects and not this one. And then let's relink this to mod. And this therefore doesn't really matter. Let's clear that for now. And we are not going to use this Blizzard status resistance. We are going to use, first of all, strengthened, yeah, ability modifier or status effect guaranteed. It's the same in theory. We could go to resource to look into it, but yeah, the status effect guaranteed applies the ability modifier. So let's go with guaranteed, but it doesn't matter. Let's add two of those. Let's see if they stack. And then let's try to apply our own hunger. So we don't want auto stacks, nor we want to these auto spells. We want the status effect guaranteed, and we want at least two of them. So all units will start with like 20% more damage and two more physical melee damage and two life stealing. That's nice. Not, yeah, that's really nice, but you have to kill a unit. So for now that'll be the bonus. And then this we won't need. Hopefully this will work. As you know, this display thing is for the unit properties is probably the most bothersome thing. So we are going to add to the targeter this targeter we've done, menu, unit targeter single, and also we're going to add this other targeter. You simply have to look for it here. Look for random from stack. Once you have that, uh, let's set everything up. By the way, what this, yeah, this is set to enemies only. We don't want this. Let's go back to the mid on the menu targeter single. Let's change that to friendlies. We want to affect our friendly units, buff or everything, all of them. And then let's go back to random from stack. And we can say friendlies only on stuff only. There's not really much difference there. And on stuff only, probably better. And then the effect, we are going to, let's go wild. We really want this stat, right? Don't we? Okay. Uh, yeah, let's do a lot of damage to that single unit. Let's link that damage within the menu damage. Okay. And then this random targeter will try to, yeah, it only works if one is effective. So if we do have one tier 1, let's add here tier 1. Okay, just press 1 and it should appear, or tier. Okay, let's add here the tier 1, the on stuff only. Everything here, it's fine, I guess. And only one unit to pick. We only want to kill one unit. And then let's save this. We also need to we need to add this other targeter, the random from stack. You can call it whatever. I guess I could change this to meet on the menu. And I guess I could also add here this data store tag, meet on the menu random from stack, then damage. Yep. Let's save again. And let's actually, yeah, it should be working already. It's targeting our skill mod property. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that's actually true or not. If it's not working, it's probably because we didn't set these little bonus effects, status conditions properly. Therefore, it doesn't know how to display them. Therefore, the spell just doesn't really work. Hopefully, that's not the case. Let's load. Going to load the quick save, I guess. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of incompatibilities. It's an older save. And then we don't really have it locked, but we can search for it. There we go. And do we have tier 1s? We do have some tier 1s. So let's try to cast this friendly army spell. That is correct. And then we have to wait a turn. Okay, it seems that, as you can see here on the bottom, it seems that it will be able to cast it on this friendly spell, friendly stack, but not on this enemy stack. Okay, and let's cast it. Oh, nice. Ooh, and as you can see, at least one of these peasants actually died from the spell. So we do know that the damage side of the spell is working. However, I'm not sure we're actually applying the buffs. It doesn't seem so. So yeah, we will have to look a little bit into it. Let me just quickly look into it and I'll go back to you. Alright, I'm back, and seems that we had a few of problems that we have to solve. First of all, for the strategic spell, we have to set the unique target to false because we want to target the same stack with both targeters. Second, I forgot to actually add to the single targeter the effect. It's the temporary property effect. We should change that. And also here in the status effect, no, in the unit property group, yeah, I was trying to display the strengthened stacks and the hunger stacks. So far I haven't been able, but if we set everything here in the screen name, then the skill for name and description and the icon, and set this to true, displaying unit panel true, then I've tested it, and it actually they are stronger and they do life stealing. So in reality, they do have the ability. It's simply not really appearing as individual effects. Maybe I'll look into that in another moment or another video. But for now, to keep going, let's go with that. And then I believe I didn't change anything here. Both need to be on, at least one must be effective and normal importance. That should work. And this damage should stay, like that. Okay. So once that is that, you can save and test it for yourself. And yeah, now that we have what we've done is actually created a Butcher Ogre spell that uses an existing unit. We have created a tactical summon spell that uses an existing unit, and then it gives it some buffs. We've also created a tactical damage that buffs our allies when they are next to the damaged enemy. We've created a strategic spell in this video that buffs our units, and it does it at the expense of killing one of our random tier 1 units. If you want, we can go back, and if you want to make it more flavorful, here under tier 1 requisites, we can add as forbidden requisites like something such as elemental. What else we can't really eat? Maybe yeah, that should ethereal. Yeah, ethereal. If you want, we can add those in just to make it a little bit more flavorful. But yeah, then we did an insatiable hunger spell that is an actual minor race transformation that has some modularity providers attached to it, and gives a passive buff that activates at the start of its turn. And we also have an enchantment for our units that what it does is to activate whenever one of our target units, which are quite specific, they need to be animals or uh, ogres, for example. And whenever an enemy unit is killed, they actually get our hunger auto stack. So yeah, we've done 6 skills right up until now, and let's try to finish. Let's try to finish this tome, at least the logic, and therefore we're going to do the hero skill. We could maybe. I have here the Paradise open, the Cryomancy open when I was testing. We need one that gives, yeah, an ability. Well, of course, all hero skills are abilities. One that has a summon effect. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's look for one that has a summon effect. I believe the astral one gave us a little wisp. One of those gave us a little wisp. This one, summoning, gives a wisp familiar. So let's try to reuse the Tome of Summoning wisp familiar skill to go faster and to avoid problems. And then type here summoning. And then let's go to the hero skills. Let's grab everything here. We'll probably use everything. And then let's create a new page, a new category, Tome of Summoning, or in this case, Tome of Hunger, Hero Skills. Tome of Hunger, Hero Skills. And once that is done, we can paste. And then we can change everything here. Instead of Wisp Familiar, we are going to find and replace Familiar for. This is for the emergency ratio and rations. So let's go with that. Let's also copy this. And then let's change this to hunger. Hero skill group for hunger. All these hero skills. This HS, I guess it stands for hero skill. It's sometimes useful when you are looking for stuff. But first, let's change this to our tome name. So Tom name Tom, maybe not here. Of course, all are Tom, so not appearing. There we go, and let's change the status store tag to emergency rations. What else? We need to change this to the hero skill. Hero skill. both name and description. We are not going to change much of this, but we are going to use the emergency rations icons. This will leave the same. The auto spell. Huh. Oh yeah, this is this is an auto spell. Do we want that? Or maybe do we want this to be a triggered ability? I believe it's better since it's stronger because it will come with the buff that gives it hunger. I believe it would be preferable to not for it to not be an auto spell. So instead of that, let's change this to let's see, properties or spell. I believe there's one for abilities. Unit property ability. Yeah, that should work. So instead of not spell, it will be an ability. The only problem is that we don't have anything here set up. So it will probably be better to just grab one of an existing one. Let's see. Unit property group. Hero skill normal. Let's grab one from the units. I believe there's one from growth, maybe. No, not growth. Let's find something. What was it called then? Fertility. Yeah, fertility should have a skill in the units because nymphs do have an ability. Yes. Yes, exactly. So we're going to use this and insert it here. So instead of revitalize, we will have HS and then emergency rations and the same. Yeah, this is for picking the skill and this is for having the skill. It's different. So let's remove that and add an HS. There we go. All right. Let's change this name. Yeah, this is no longer needed. And then just to make sure, I'll set things up like this way. And then let's change this to the ability. Emergency operations ability. What else we have here? Here it says that it's an expert hero skill level, maybe not as much. We could limit this to maybe adept if we feel it's too strong. Let's go for novice. Like it can be picked from the very beginning. It will be strong because summoning units is very strong in this game, but I don't know. Modded tomes also have to be kind of cool. So even if they are a little bit broken, we can nerf other things and not this specific thing. Everyone loves piggies, so nobody will complain. Or nobody should complain. What else? Here we will be using as a category the hunger skill group. Hunger. So this makes it so that anything that is given this will also get these emergency rations effects. And let's now go to the icon. We have both an icon for picking the skill and then an icon for the actual ability bars. So let's change this to the hunger hero skill emergency rations. A little bit scuffed, but will suffice, I guess, for now. It's not as cool looking as the original one. Maybe I will revise that image in the future. And then let's go and start actually modifying the ability. Here it's using the revitalize combat visualization. Since it's a piggy, we could go, but at the same time, yeah, let's go maybe Song of Carnage, or let's look into them. Maybe they are here and we can look into them. Yeah, apparently we can't because these are combat behavior visualizations. They are a little bit different. We would actually need to enter them. Let's look at chaos ones. Maybe, unless the hound could work. Yeah, that sounds fair. That sounds fair. And I believe that if you go here, under the BFX links, you could go to the actually see it. Let's go with that for now. The hound. There we go. We don't want this data store tag, but emergency rations. Maybe we don't want anything. This resource. Well, yeah, let's leave it like that. I hope it will display. And then let's go with skill, name, and then description. It's right up here. This is correct, and we will be using the TMP rations TMP because it's not the same icon. We won't touch anything of this. We don't want to mess things up with the display settings, but we will look into this because this may have something that we need to change. Single use, it's nice. Yeah, we don't want this to be spammable. We don't care about flanking. Where do we want to use the skill? Only at direct range, like maybe melee, where at Jason spell, I guess that should work. I hope. And yeah, no defense modes here. It's not a support ability. Maybe there's one for summoning ability. Yeah, that sounds better. What else? Ignore, block when engaged. Do we want this ability to be blocked when engaged? No, it's an emergency ration. You throw it right when you need it, when you're under an emergency. So yeah, you will be able to use this skill whenever, even if it's under pressure. That's more fun. After all, it's a hero, so it's fine. The cooldown we don't really care because in reality we only can use it once. And to make sure, let's activate this once per battle. But in theory, we already had set. Or maybe, oh no, this is actually, yeah, this ability type actually determines whether it's a full action or not. I don't know. Yeah, let's do it like that. Single use sounds okay. Maybe full action. Let's leave it at single use. No, let's leave it at full action. I do know what full action is, so let's leave it like that. And here we will say that it's only a once per type thing. And we can even say that that it starts as off at the beginning, but no, we don't. We won't change that, and we don't want the hex to be blocked. We could set some specific targeting requirements, but we don't want that. It's a cast spell. That's okay. It's not a shoot nor a melee strike, not a teleport. So yeah, that sounds fine. And then as a targeter, we will not be using this, but the position targeter of the rations. Yeah. And let's see if there's anything else here important. Translator for translating event names. I don't see anything here too important. So we will switch to the TMP icon and set to the one that we need. And it will be hero skill bar, emergency rage. That looks a little bit better. And yeah, that's fine. Then yeah, let's look at no data store tags that we need to change there, but we do need to change one here. And it won't be using a summon familiar, but the rations summon instead. We'll leave all of this just like that. Yeah, obstacles are fine. Then instead of a wisp familiar, it will be a emergency rations summon. Poor piggies. They are called emergency rations. And here in the tooltip text, as we can see, there's unit summon effect Astral Wisp. I wonder if there's one for the piggies. I really doubt that. So maybe we should create one of that one for us. Maybe we could use this description instead. I guess it will suffice for now. And then the AI settings it's okay. And then maybe we can change it to minimum distance from the enemy 0, so we can cast it wherever it wants, even if it's really close to the enemy. Yeah, we will allow everything here. No, we don't want that. And then here there's the unit category. Maybe we can use a different category. This should be under wildlife. Let's look at wildlife real quick. Not tomes. Yeah, no, not under research. Let's look at wildlife. Properties. No, units. And let's look at boards. Yeah, not here. Property sets are unit sets are here, and boards are here. There's the piglet one. There's the unit set here. Yeah, we are going to create one. Let's for now copy the gorgeous piglet set name so that we can change it here. And let's change this to I don't want to this category name is very important. If we change it to something that other in-game files are using it, then we will be messing with the spawn rate. So let's switch it to something that nobody will use. In this case, emergency radiance should be safe. I really don't want other mods to be incompatible with this or to mess around with this. So let's change it to that, and then yeah, we'll use this unit category from rations, and we'll probably leave everything like this. Kill on summon. We could do just a little bit of a trick and then kill our poor piggies right when they are summoned. This should they should probably trigger our enchantment that it's assigned to our animals and ogres, all of that. And as a corpse, we could target the corpse and then summon the little bird, the carrion bird. So it's possible to go that route, I guess, if the pigs are too much. I don't know. It's a little bit sad. So maybe let's leave it like this. But it's perfectly viable, I guess, and it would be really fun. And what else? Yeah, that should be it for this skill. Except, oh yeah, maybe we can add it here. Summon property. Let's grant it the auto spell hunger. Maybe. No, not that one. The regular auto stack. Originally, I had intended to give it the +3 hunger, but since we had some problems with that, let's go with auto stack +1. That's fine. It will be strong, I'm sure. And yeah, let's leave it like that, and then let's add this hunger skill because we still don't have this on our actual tome. So let's go back to the tome and add it here because it won't appear if not. So hunger skill group. Let's save and see if it actually appears and see if it's actually a thing in the game. So yeah, let's play, and we will using the level up cheats to level up our hero. We only really need one level. Then we will assign it, and then we will enter battle and try to summon the piggies and see if it's true. And let's load this quick save that I had. That had some cheats already enabled. And let's level this real quick with however, whatever it is pronounced, however it's pronounced. And let's go to the hero selection here. Hero details, sorry. And where should it be? I'm not seeing it here. Why? How strange. Maybe we didn't. Oh, look here. Oh, it's here in the battle magic. Huh. I wonder. Yeah, we should probably change that. But for now, let's grab the emergency rations. Summons whatever to target adjacent hex with hunger stacks. we will look into all those text issues the next video probably. And then let's quickly pick a fight with these elementals, earth elementals. Or sun spirits. And then can we already use it? Yeah, we should. We can. Let's do it. And yeah, indeed, we've just summoned some piglets. Yeah, that didn't have much secret. So let's approach it and see if it triggers hunger. And it indeed it's triggering the hunger. And yeah, we don't really need to test anything else here. Let's go back. And maybe we should change the type of hero skill so that it appears as support. Oh, yeah, as a support. Where should that actually be set? That's the question. Maybe here, probably. And then here it is. Instead of battle magic, we'll change it to support. Yeah, that should be it. And let's see the time. Yeah, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. We are really, really close. Next one, we'll look into the actual province improvement. Should be pretty straightforward. No strange displays to set. and then yeah, maybe in that same episode we can do a patch with all the text in our mod, and that should be pretty much it. Then there's always more polish to do if you want to make custom animations for the skills. We could look into that in an extra or bonus episode, but that should actually make our tome pretty much playable and viable from start to finish. So yeah, thank you very much. See you in the next episode.